one more, John. There was a picture that went around on social media the other day of Anthony Joshua working out. He was hitting the pads, and in the background, I don't know if you saw this, on the wall, it looked like they were playing Tyson Fury's fight with Deontay Wilder, the first one, on a projector. Have you seen that?
Do you know, I've not seen it, you know. Listen, give AJ credit. He turns up the press conferences, don't he? He plays his part. You know what I'm saying? He gives people value for money, and that's why AJ's at the top of his game. Even though he's lost, he's still won. Because he plays the game. He gives the paying customer what they want. You know, it's all part of it, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just show you that picture, just to get your thoughts on it. So this is Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, it's a good motivational video for him. He obviously needs motivated. Because what Tyson did with Deontay Wilder will never happen again. Because he come from nowhere, from suicidal thoughts, from 28 stone, from mental health problems, to being the WBC champion of the world. And AJ and people like him didn't get motivation from it. And that's what it's all about. Motivating other people. It's not about the Furies. Tyson's done his job. He's won everything, amateur and professional. He's no more to prove. It's enjoying time for him. But what is enjoyable to see other people like AJ benefiting from what Tyson's doing. You know, bring it on. Good luck to him. And believe me, don't be surprised if he topples Usyk, because his mindset's right this time. He knows where he went wrong last time, and I think he's going to rearrange all of it and win his titles back.
That is John Fury prophesizing that Anthony Joshua will topple Alexander Usyk in his rematch. If you know anything about John Fury, he's something like the prediction king. He's undefeated. When John Fury did an interview, I forgot which one it was. He was sitting at the round table with David Haye, and it was breaking down Tyson Fury's fight, rematch fight with Deontay Wilder. And John Fury broke that fight down word by word. It was literally exactly to the T what he said. One thing I like about John Fury is intellectual-wise, John Fury is the closest thing to Customato. Customato was a person that believed heavily in the mental aspect of boxing. He goes on to speak about how it's character to get you to win fights, regardless if the guy is faster than you, regardless if the guy is stronger than you, whatever. At the end of the day, it's character that wins fights. If you guys are not too sure what that means, you want an in-depth breakdown about what that means, just go look up any Customato interview, because it's one of his 3 bullet points to his philosophy and what he believed about boxing, and he'll further go into that. But character plays a big role, attitude plays a big role in the outcome in a fight, because you could have all the skill in the world, but if you don't have the grit, the character, the will to push on, the desire or whatever and whatnot, you can be beat by somebody who's lesser than you, who's not as fast as you, who's not as strong as you, who's not as popular as you, who's not known to be as much as a killer as you, because the character of the person pushes them through the hard points, where other people, depending on what kind of character they got, if they hit a rough patch, they're going to stop, quit, not wish to go on, pretend like they want to get up, but they looking at the ref, hoping that they stop it. And then when they stop it, they jump around, pretend like they didn't want them to stop it. Come on, we all done seen that before. That's why they say one of the greatest things that any human being on this earth can do is inspire. Inspiration is one of the greatest gifts that any human being can give to any other human being, because inspiration is like a rock in a pond. The ripples will travel across the entire pond. It benefits everybody. What do I mean by that? Just like he speaks on Anthony Joshua watching Tyson Fury's beating Deontay Wilder, watching that boxing match and training to help inspire him. The same way that JD's used Anthony Joshua beating Klitschko to inspire Deontay Wilder. When Deontay Wilder was fighting, who was that? Luis Ortiz, okay? And Luis Ortiz was giving him the business, you know what I'm saying, whooping on Wilder. JD came to his corner and said, hey, remember when Anthony Joshua got dropped by Klitschko and he got up this game? He said, okay, well, this is your version. This is your time. So in that moment, JD's used Anthony Joshua's victory over Klitschko getting dropped and getting back up to inspire Deontay Wilder in his corner. And then what did Deontay Wilder go on and do? He went on to knock out Luis Ortiz, you know? So that's why they say Inspiration is one of the greatest things that people can do because it affects and it benefits all of us because it keeps getting recycled and keeps getting put out there, and that's if you can catch the wave. The same way that he's saying that Tyson Fury has inspired Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has inspired the whole heavyweight division. I'm pretty sure Tyson Fury sitting back watching AJ doing his thing inspired him to get back into boxing, motivated him to get back into boxing, whether it was to prove he was better than AJ, whether he was coming back because he wanted some of all this money that he seen AJ was getting, whatever it was, it inspired Tyson Fury to get back into boxing. Like I said, inspiration goes all the way around, so that's why it's one of the most greatest achievements that you could do, that any human being could do. Now, as far as Anthony Joshua having his head on right this time, he should. John Fury would know more than me and anybody else. I can't too much speak on that because to me, Anthony Joshua just looks like Anthony Joshua, but he's probably looking at a more in-depth level and he's probably seen him, outside of what we just watch on YouTube. But Anthony Joshua should be able to figure it out because to be truthful with you, it's not that hard to figure out. Anthony Joshua went in there and tried to box the boxer. That's either an extremely cocky strategy or an extremely stupid one. You can pick, because it's either one or the other. You shouldn't go in there and try to outbox the boxer. Anthony Joshua just had to use his natural attributes and be the ring general in there, and stop letting what people say get to you and dictate what you do in that ring. Winning is winning at the end of the day, and you got to win how you win. Worry about developing them skills later. You're not going to develop them all in one fight. But with a fight like that, he was just supposed to use his natural attributes to go ahead and stomp out the little guy. So it's really not that hard to figure out. Whether Anthony Joshua got his mind right or not, that's something that we're going to wait and see. Hopefully he does. And if his mind is right, John Fury is right. Yes, he'll beat Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk is not some incredible fighter that can't be beat. I like Alexander Usyk, but they tend to over sensationalize Alexander Usyk a little bit too much. Alexander Usyk is good, but he's not good to the level where people are trying to paint him. He's a great fighter, but he's not as good as what people say. And he can be beat. He can get hit. He does get hit a lot. He does got holes in his game. He can be put down. He can be hurt. All those things. Anthony Joshua just got to find his way at the end of the day.